Rad family! I love reading creepypasta, and I've always enjoyed writing, but surprisingly, I've never tried to write my own creepypasta. So in honor of the second video Creepypasta Week, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to finally attempt to write my very first ever original creepypasta story. Taking inspiration from the Five Nights at Freddy's series, this story is called A Hidden Message in Five Nights at Freddy's 4. This story is told from the point of view of the game's developer Scott, and it's supposed to be an email that he's sending out to people. I don't want to spoil any more of the story. I hope you like it, so let's get to it. A Hidden Message in Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I don't have much time. Freddy just called, and from his voice, I know he's suspicious. I'm afraid he'll be at our door at any moment, so I'm trying to write this email as fast as I can before we leave. For any of this to make any sense at all, I have to start from the beginning. Five Nights at Freddy's is real. It's a true story. It's my story. Well, for the most part anyway. The security guard from Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is based off of me. I did not die like the game led you to believe. In the early 90s, I was working the night shift as a security guard for a local pizza parlor. I was still in school when I saw the Help Wanted ad, and I thought it'd be an easy way to make money. Man, I was wrong. The place had been a staple in our town for quite some time, so by this point, it was pretty run down looking. With age, the animatronics appearance became more and more unsettling, but based on photos of the grand opening from decades ago, they were always a bit creepy. So of course, stories of the animatronics coming alive at night had plagued the business from day one. I thought they were just that. Stories. But obviously, I was wrong. I won't go into my personal experience of working at the parlor that summer because you can see that in the game. But my last day is really where this all began. Long story short, a kid got hurt at a birthday party and the restaurant was being forced to close down. I was working my last shift and was particularly on edge all night. I could feel the tension in the air from the moment I walked into the restaurant. I knew Freddy would be up to something. I was intensely flipping through the cameras, but all the animatronics seemed to be in hiding. When 6 a.m. finally rolled around, I heard a knock at the door. Feeling the safety net of 6 a.m., I foolishly opened the door. Immediately, Freddy and the gang stormed the office. I remember praying that my death would be quick and painless, but what happened next took me by surprise. Freddy gave me an ultimatum. Do as he asks, or he'll kill my entire family and everyone I've ever loved, and stuff me inside a suit doomed to rot with the rest of them. Grateful that I'd live to see another day, I scrambled to agree to do anything that he'd ask. He knew of my knowledge of computers and my hobby of gaming and wanted to use the two to create a game. He wanted me to make it popular so that one day he would have a cult following of loyal fans. His plan was to gain so much public interest that someone, somewhere, would have the idea of reopening his restaurant so that he could be king again in real life. I was very lucky to have had as long as I did. Freddy remained patient, collecting dust in a storage unit for 20 long years. But in 2014, he felt enough time had passed since the original incident that his plan could officially begin. Thanks to Freddy's idea of sending the game to Markiplier, the game spread like wildfire. The reason why I'm writing all this is because last week I was approached with the idea of opening a Five Nights at Freddy's themed restaurant. I haven't been able to sleep even a minute since receiving that phone call because I am racked with so much guilt that I have followed through with Freddy's scheme even though I knew people would end up dying. After meeting my wife and starting a family, I grew too afraid to even attempt to escape from under Freddy's oppressive grip and fear of what he would do to them if I were ever caught. I'm releasing this email now to expose Freddy's plan and warn all of you. Do not, please, for your safety and the safety of those you love, do not go to that restaurant. I have left numerous secret clues throughout all 3 games, but no one has ever been able to put them all together. Knowing very well this email might get deleted or dismissed because you think it's a fake creepypasta, I left a secret message in Five Nights at Freddy's 4 just in case. In the game, I explain how you, the person right now reading this email, can stop him. I'm so very sorry. The car's ready. It's now or never. Thank you guys so much for watching my very first ever original creepypasta reading. I want to give out a quick but super meaningful thank you to my mother and Shaddy Games. They listened to me ramble on about this idea for quite some time. Speaking of Shaddy Games, he makes some super radtastic Let's Plays of Five Nights at Freddy's copy and Five Nights at Freddy's fan games. If you haven't already checked out his channel and his awesome videos, you can find a link down in the description. And if you're not yet part of this radtastic community, well, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join today. Until next time, bye!